What if the secret to building a better electric car isn't a bigger battery, but a smarter transmission? This is a radical idea behind the technology we are diving into, one of the most significant innovations in the modern EV landscape, Stellantis 3-speed automatic gearbox. This technology directly challenges a long-held belief that electric cars are best served by a simple, single-speed transmission, questioning the very definition of an optimal electric drivetrain. For years, the single-speed approach has been the unspoken champion of the EV world, but it seems that elegant simplicity comes with a hidden compromise. We will explore why most EVs are single-speed, dissect the engineering behind Stellantis' multi-speed solution, and analyze what this bold move means for the future of how we drive electric. To truly appreciate the significance of what Stellantis is doing, we must first understand the status quo. The magic of an electric motor lies in its incredibly wide operational range. Unlike an internal combustion engine, which only produces useful power within a narrow band of revolutions per minute, or RPM, an electric motor delivers its peak torque almost instantly from 0 RPM and can continue to spin efficiently at very high speeds. This characteristic makes a complex, multi-speed gearbox seem redundant. A single, carefully chosen gear ratio can handle everything from a standing start to highway cruising. The single-speed approach has undeniable benefits. It results in a drivetrain with far fewer moving parts compared to its gasoline-powered counterpart, leading to greater reliability and lower maintenance costs. The driving experience is famously smooth and seamless, with a continuous, uninterrupted surge of acceleration. For the vast majority of daily driving scenarios, from city commuting to moderate highway speeds, this system works exceptionally well. It is cost-effective to manufacture and elegantly simple in its function. For a long time, this was considered the settled, optimal solution for mainstream electric vehicles. However, engineering is always a game of trade-offs. The single gear ratio chosen for an EV represents a compromise. If an automaker prioritizes blistering off-the-line acceleration, the gear ratio will be lower. This is great for 0 to 60 times, but it means at highway speeds, the electric motor must spin incredibly fast. Spinning at such high RPMs for extended periods can push the motor out of its peak efficiency zone, generating more heat and consuming more energy from a battery. This can negatively impact a vehicle's real-world highway range, a critical metric for many consumers. Conversely, if the gear ratio is optimized for a high-speed efficiency, a higher gear, the motor will spin more slowly and efficiently on the highway. But this comes at the cost of initial acceleration, making the car feel less responsive from a standstill. Furthermore, demanding tasks like towing heavy loads or climbing steep grades become more challenging, as a single gear may not provide the necessary torque multiplication to handle the strain effectively without overheating the motor. This single-speed design, therefore, forces engineers to choose a middle ground that is good at everything, but not truly exceptional at any one thing. This is precisely the challenge that the Stellantis 3-speed gearbox aims to solve. Instead of settling for a single compromise ratio, it provides 3 distinct options, allowing the vehicle's brain to select the perfect gear for any given situation, much like a traditional automatic transmission, but optimized for an electric motor. Let's break down the function of each gear. The first gear is a low ratio, designed for maximum torque multiplication. Think of this as the power gear. When you press the accelerator from a complete stop, engaging this gear allows the motor's instant torque to be amplified, resulting in forceful, immediate acceleration. This gear would also be essential for situations requiring immense pulling power, such as towing a trailer or navigating challenging off-road terrain in a future electric Jeep. The second gear is the versatile mid-range ratio. It serves as the bridge between initial acceleration and high-speed cruising. In typical urban and suburban driving, the transmission would likely spend most of its time in this gear, balancing responsiveness with efficiency. It keeps the motor operating squarely within its most efficient RPM range during the most common driving conditions, thereby conserving precious battery life. The third gear is the overdrive for high-speed efficiency. When you are cruising on the highway, the transmission shifts into this high gear. This dramatically lowers the motor's rotational speed for a given vehicle speed. The fundamental relationship can be expressed as V is proportional to N motor/G, where V is vehicle speed, and motor is the motor's RPM, and G represents the gear ratio. By increasing the gear ratio with third gear, the motor's RPM or end motor can decrease while maintaining the same highway speed V. This simple change has profound effects. The motor operates with less stress, generates less heat, and, most importantly, consumes significantly less energy. The direct result for the driver is an increase in highway range and a quieter, more refined cruising experience. So, what does this complex engineering mean for you? The benefits are tangible and address several key limitations of current generation EVs. The most obvious advantage is performance. With a dedicated first gear for launches, Stellantis EVs equipped with this technology can offer more exhilarating acceleration without sacrificing their top-end performance. The system ensures that whether you are at a stoplight or already traveling at 50 miles per hour, the motor is in the optimal gear to deliver maximum power when you demand it. Perhaps more importantly, this gearbox directly tackles the issue of range anxiety, especially on long highway journeys. By allowing the motor to run more efficiently at cruising speeds, the 3-speed system can extend the vehicle's range, making road trips more viable and less stressful. This efficiency gain also means less strain on the battery and motor, potentially contributing to a longer lifespan for these critical and expensive components. Finally, there is the matter of versatility. The torque multiplication offered by a low first gear unlocks new capabilities. Suddenly, compact electric SUVs like the Jeep Avenger become more credible for light towing or more demanding off-road situations. This broadens the appeal and practicality of EVs, pushing them beyond the realm of urban commuters and into new segments of the market that require more rugged performance. The decision by a massive automotive group like Stellantis to invest in a multi-speed transmission is not a trivial one. It adds complexity and cost to the manufacturing process. This signals a strategic belief that the performance and efficiency gains outweigh the benefits of single-speed simplicity. While Porsche has famously used a 2-speed gearbox in its high-performance Taycan, Stellantis is aiming to bring this concept to more mainstream, high-volume vehicles. This move could create a significant point of differentiation in a crowded EV market. As battery technology and motor design become more standardized, the drivetrain itself becomes a key area for innovation and competitive advantage. Stellantis is betting that more engaging, efficient, and versatile driving experience will be a compelling reason for customers to choose their vehicles over competitors. It challenges the industry to consider whether the single-speed era was merely a starting point, a necessary simplification for the first wave of EVs, and that the future lies in more intelligent, adaptable drivetrains. In conclusion, the Stellantis 3-speed gearbox represents a fascinating and pivotal evolution in electric vehicle design. It moves away from the one-size-fits-all philosophy of the single-speed transmission and embraces a more nuanced approach to power delivery. By providing dedicated gears for acceleration, everyday driving, and high-speed cruising, Stellantis is promising a new generation of EVs that are not only faster and more versatile, but crucially, more efficient where it often matters most. While the elegant simplicity of a single-speed drivetrain will surely remain in many vehicles, this innovation is a powerful statement. It proves that there is still ample room for mechanical ingenuity in an increasingly digital automotive world. It is a bold gambit, but one that could pay handsome dividends in performance, range, and capability, ultimately pushing the entire industry forward. What are your thoughts? Is a multi-speed gearbox the logical next step for electric vehicles, or is it an unnecessary complication? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you found this deep dive interesting, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content on the future of automotive technology. Thanks for watching.